சார் சொல்லுங்கள் சார். சார் ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார். ஆ
Good morning, guys. For the first game we have Bangalore Vikings versus Rising Rajalis. Bangalore Vikings have won the toss and they have chose defense. On the line for Bangalore Vikings, today's commentators are Meghna and Pixie. For the morning game, I'll hand over the mic to Meghna.
Hello everyone, we're seeing the pool go up. We have Sanjay picking it up as usual. Vikings coming in on person. It looks like Vikings are doing a little bit of a force middle to switch things up. Adi sends it deep. Is it going to get caught? Sends it too deep at the moment. Vikings secure their first turn for the day. Issa is with the disc. Looking for the around to Aaron. To Pras. Pras gives it to Kishore. Kishore finds Tara on the sideline. Tara setting it back to Kishore. Up and over. Vikings turn it over. Pras was on poach. If only Kishore could have got it to him. Sanjay directing the field as he walks up the disc to the sideline, asking for where he wants the around, indicating to Apurva that he's going to set it nice and deep. Adi gets it in the middle, hands it over to Apurva. Apurva resetting it to Sanjay. Force middle seems to be reigning in the Rajalis. Not able to score as quickly as they were. Adi sends it deep. There's Shruti and Ira. Ira manages to distract Shruti. Another turnover. 3 turnovers to start the game today. Pras going to pick up the disc. Looks like Vikings has changed their offensive play. Haven't seen Pras play the handler position. Pras finds Bao very easily. Bhavya Jain. Swings it around to Kishore. Kishore sending it deep into traffic. Not the best throw there. Bhavya, to her credit, did have her people beat. A deeper throw would have helped the Vikings there. We'll see Rajalis pick up the disc. It looks like Adi is walking to pick it up. Jacket पहनकर summer में आ गया. It was a great thought, but Rajalis turn it over. Tara managing to hold it in spite of Sanjay's daring D attempt. Resets to Isai, Isai to Pras. Pras is setting the field with no mark. Gives it to Isai. Isai to Ira or Ananya. Ananya sends it. There's a D. And yet another T. It's the 4th turnover before anyone's got on the scoreboard today. We have Sanjay picking it up. Looking at Arul for a nicer round. Gives it to AP. Bat, sending it to Adi. Adi finds Sanjay. Gives it back to Adi for a breakthrough. And Sanjay sends it deep. And Rajalis brings it down for their first point in today's morning game. The pull going up. We'll see Aaron collecting it from the Vikings. Aaron finds Rizwan. Rizwan back to Aaron. Aaron gives it to Rizwan. Goes ahead. No dump this time. Ashu helps Rizwan out. I think that's a marking infraction. Ashu fixes it, finds Devati. Kavya with the disc. Dumps it to Rizwan. Fantastic D from Jagan there. Jagan's doing a lot better today. Took a kick to his nose from Boone yesterday. Seems to have recovered from that. Looks like Rizwan had a finger on that throw from Jagan. Disc goes up. And in. It was Kiran to George, bringing the score to 2-0 to Rising Rajalis. We'll see Vikings line up their offensive line for the third time. Aaron collecting the pull, giving it to Ashu. Ashu sends it to Aaron, who finds Doc through the center. Doc, a lofty pass, unnecessary, but Aaron brings it down. Aaron finds Doc again. Doc to Aaron. Aaron back to Doc. A little bit of airbenders chemistry there. Devati to break that. Devati tries and up the line to Ashu. But Rajali seems to have got a D there. Jagan with the disc to George. George is unmarked but chooses to give it back to Jagan. AP asking for some undercuts. Manages to find George up the line. George sends it deep. His deep cutter would be wishing for a little bit of more float to the disc. Seemed to zip past her. Aaron picks the disc again. Unfortunately, turfs the disc on an inside attempt to Doc. Rajalis will have it again, this time very close to their end zone. Jagan dumps to Sush. Sush tries to find Jagan ahead. She does. Beautiful throw from Jagan to AP, it looks like.
qualifying. Have you seen the league table as of now?
Yeah. I think the first two finals. Uncharted Rajalis.
Uncharted Rajalis.
And Uncharted will win.
Think so? Ready team. Ready team. They're also just like.
Chetu receives the pull, gives it to Pras. Pras finds Isai. Isai finds Ira. Ira sends it a bit too high. Another turn for the Vikings. Jagan picks up the disc. Finds AP. AP asks for an undercut. Jagan with an inside throw to Nam, it looks like. Slightly out of reach to Nitya. Another turn. Vikings have got a second shot at this. They are yet to put a number on the scoreboard. Pras to Isai. Isai is unmarked, so he's taking his time. Fantastic defensive attempt from Rajalis on Ira. Ananya from Airbenders. Bhavya helps Ira out of that spot for a beautiful swing. Gives it to Chetu, who sends it to Kavya, but sends it a little outside. Kavya unhappy with that throw. Vikings back on defense. Pras seems to be having a word with Chetu. Jagan with the disc for Rajalis, finds Kiran. Kiran sending it deep. Has a couple of Rajalis players under that. Pras was able to get there, but just not in time. George picks it up. Sends it to AP, to Jagan. Back to AP. And AP finds Aiden himself to assist. Sagarika. That was Sagarika with the goal. The scoreline is 0-4. Quite tempted to put it out there. Are the Vikings going to be bageled today?
Every time we leading 2 point, 3 point in the last 10 5 minutes.
Arul with a beautiful pull. Aaron picks it up, gives it to Chetu. Chetu gives it to Aaron. Aaron finds Chetu, takes it back. Not able to really gain yardage there. The handlers seem to be struggling a little bit. There's a call there. Wish some of our players there make excellent. We just saw one of the few hand signals. That was a travel call. Ashu manages to pick up the disc. There seems to be some call going on with Ashu. Ashu finds a beautiful inside to Aaron. Nice and safe. Aaron sends it to Ananya Sridharan, who manages to bring it down. Ananya sends it to Talib. Yet another call. Accepted. Talib gives it to Chetu. Chetu resets to Aaron. Aaron sends an inside to Rizwan. Rizwan gives it to Chetu. They are knocking at the door of their end zone. Chetu gives it to Aaron. Aaron resets to Ananya. Ananya sends it back to Chetu. I think their coach has advised them to play it safe this time. Try to get something on the scoreboard. Rizwan picks it up and throws it to Talib quite comfortably. Talib very, very smartly ensuring that he catches it in. And Bangalore Vikings open their bank account for the day. Seems to be a timeout call on the field. We can't really hear what Jaideep is saying, but he's speaking about some strategy with the Vikings. Looks like they've called it. Rajalis huddled nice and close.
आज क्या ब्रेकफास्ट में?
ब्रेकफास्ट में अच्छा ब्रेकफास्ट में ट्रेडिशनल ऑल टुगेदर नहीं आई कांट प्रोनाउंस इट
Ragi mudde.
साविजे बात.
नूडल्स एंड रोमेसली
Oh,
you don't like it
I
you know
don't have
Nishan
time.
seems to be a fan Mahadev
Snakey. Rajalis have already lined up. Buddy actually choosing to wear the same jersey as the rest of his team. It's a 4 female lineup. We have Ashu, Riku, Bhavya and Kavya called on the line for the Vikings. We have Kishore, Taleb and Isai to play with them. The Vikings will need at least a couple of breaks and have to convert that to turn this game around. Dubai with the pull. Apurva catches it, centers it. Sanjay finds Bat. Bat sends it to Adi. Adi sends it nice and high. Looks like Bat's going to bring it down. Or can Talib best him? Talib does. There seems to be a call there. It was a fairly quick resolution. Bat seems to have contested it outright. From here, it looked pretty clean to us. It's good to see Talib close in on the lead to Bat. Adi manages to find Bat on the under. Sends it back to Adi. Adi looking for Sanjay on the around. Shruti from duty picking up the disc. She's looking to Apurva to reset. Now looks at Sanjay. Sanjay with the disc. Finds Adi in the center. Adi gives it up the line to Sanjay, who manages to catch it. Pretty scrappy throw there. Sanjay sends it to Smita for the score.
टाइम पास करोगे तो ये
5-1 2 राइजिंग रजालिस।
ठीक है बस 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 आपका तो कॉल नहीं आता आजकल नहीं आते बहुत बहुत हो रहा।
Pull seems to have gone out. Vikings will take it from the sideline. Will fewer passes help them put another number on the scoreboard? We have, they're checking the disc. Seems to be fine. We'll have Chetu bring it in from the sideline. Chetu sends it to Ananya, who's able to get free of Sagrika. Ananya finds Ira. Ira tries to score with Kavya, but Rajalis brings in yet another D. Kiran with the disc. Kiran finds George. George to Jagan. Jagan with a beautiful curvy huck. Kiran's under the disc. Grabs it out of the air. Sagrika striking deep. And she catches it. Kiran to Sagrika. Correct, na? I can drive, but I don't drive. Like I drive if somebody's broken their hand and I need to take the car to emergency. I don't own a car.
சார் ஃபாலோ பண்ணலாம் சார் அவங்கள.
I sit with him every week.
Hamakat is there. Hamakat is there. Walk करा रहे.
God save me.
कभी तो responsibility हो यार. बैठ में यार. On what? This game disc.
Chetu receiving the pull. Gives it to Aaron. Aaron's able to find Rizwan. Rizwan chooses an around. Aaron throwing it just out of Rizwan's reach. Vikings turn it yet again. Turn it over yet again. Makes me want to think the Vikings should have practiced their handler weave through the last couple of days. Jagan finds Kiran. Kiran sends it deep, and AP brings it down for the score.
कितना score? 6-4.
7-1. Time was that bat or AP? I thought it was AP. AP, na? हाँ क्यों कुछ भी सही बोला
This is a very subdued me. Ask them, trust me. Very, very subdued me. You know that's not going to happen. इसके लिए मैं बोला है. Because there's only one way I know how to play.
Calling yourself Iceman is just because
No, but that name Iceman is there from cricket because I'm calm and cool under pressure.
तो normal times में गुस्सा आता है क्या?
मैं थोड़ी ना प्रेशर लो गेम में देख ना it's totally different ना बता अभी if I have to pep up my team and if I have to make sure and then see the thing is now you have to call a spade when somebody fucks up you have to tell them on their face कि boss this is not okay if you keep on letting it slide like that then नहीं चलता है ना sorry नहीं surrounded by spades कल टायर था ना हम लोग वहाँ पे बैठ के ये ईटिंग मैक को छोड़ ही नहीं रहा क्या मैकी तुमने 2 पॉइंट का लीड हो जाता था बाहर डाल दिया मैंने अबे कल का मैच है छोड़ दे उसको मैं आगे सदमे में चले गया था मेरा यार मैच क्या हो गया
अभी कल मैं सोचा होगा कि क्या ऑफिशियल अल्टीमेट में ब्रॉडकास्टर ले आए
बट yesterday's game was good hard fought game but again 2 point lead is pulled up
Rajali seem to be experimenting at the moment. Arul with the pull. Once again out of the sideline. But this time I think Vikings choosing to bring it in from brick mark. Chetu's picking it up. Rajali is experimenting with their zone. Isai finds Devati, but Devati makes an unforced error. Rajalis with the disc again. A beautiful around throw to Arul from AP. Arul to George, George to Arul. Arul finds AP. AP finds Jagan. Looks for the around to George. George looking for the continuation, not really finding it. Gives it back to Jagan. Jagan to AP. A loopy pass to Jagan. Jagan to George, back to Jagan. Jagan sends it to Sagrika, who brings it in for the score. There seems to be a call there. The disc will go back. Jagan resetting to AP. AP sending it to Sagrika. Sagrika seems to be bringing down a lot of these for the Rajalis. And it's 1-8 for half. We'll be taking a 5-minute break here. See you soon in the second half.
so enjoying commentating
Time pass hai.
थोड़ा स्ट्रैटेजी वैटेजी भी थोड़ा बताओ ना इससे
इसमें क्या strategy? एक one हार रहे लोग. Throws डालना पहले.
पांडे जी तो हाफ में से ही चले गया कल वापस यार. इतना ट्रैफिक है कोई सेंस ही नहीं बन रहा है. मैं अभी 10:45 को पहुंचूंगा. मैं बोला चले जा तू, आई मत चला ना. हाँ, I didn't realize when you were sleeping. So he said, but there was apparently yesterday मैं तो खाली अपना काम
There seems to be a call there. The Vikings changing their strategy a little bit, moving it through their girls, who seem to be doing a much better job at the moment. Priya with the disc. And there's a throwaway from Priya to Kavya. Sush picks it up, gives it to Apurva for the Rajalis. Apurva finds Arul, who seems to be sending it deep to Sagrika. Is she going to bring it down? There's Rizwan poaching there, and he brings it down. Getting a little predictable there, Rajalis. Rizwan centers it to Kavya. Kavya finds Priya in the center. Priya to Rizwan. Rizwan to Kavya. Kavya to Priya. Priya's poached and she's making full use of it. She finds Devati on the sideline. Devati finds Kavya. Kavya sends it deep for a turnover. I think she was trying to hit Riku or Priya, but not a thrower. Gotta say, in spite of turning it over, that last point, the Vikings looked a lot better on offense. Sush has picked it up, finds Arul. Arul finds Kiran. Kiran with an inside break to Arul. Arul sending it deep, probably a bit too far again for Sagrika. Priya's on poach. Is she going to make it count? She's striking laterally when she should be striking under. A sweet undercut is what will get her the disc at this point. Priya manages to get the disc. Resets it very quickly to Kavya. Kavya to Priya. Priya finds Devati. Devati to Riku. Riku to Aaron through some traffic. And Aaron sends it. Is Priya going to bring it down? She does. It's Aaron to Priya, bringing the score to 2-8 Vikings. Love to see Priya punishing the poach there. Will the Rajalis try it again? Put a fragment of doubt. Pras with the pull. It's a backhand outside in. Caught by AP to Sanjay. Sanjay sends it deep. A little bit too much, a little bit too far. Though it's good to see offensive set plays here where teams are trying to score in a couple of passes. Pras picks up the disc again. Pras finds Bhavya in the center. Bhavya finds Ashu. Ashu with her signature inside to Isai. Isai seems to be putting it out. Is Bhavya going to bring it down? And unfortunate. So turnover there. I think a good point to note here is that the receivers haven't been putting enough touch on the disc, not really reading their receivers. Had about 3 to 4 throwaways going from the back line of the end zone. Adi picking up the disc for Rajalis. Bat with the disc. Bat finds Adi. Adi sends it nice and deep. Sanjay brings it down just outside the end zone. And Sanjay finds his receiver. Sanjay to Sindhya. Sindhya. Arul with a nice curvy pull. Aaron receives it. Aaron finds Kishore. Kishore finds Chetu. Handlers seem to be passing it pretty well between themselves. Lots of inside breaks. That's got to frustrate the cup. Ananya to Devati for a beautiful score for the Vikings. That brings the score to 3-9. The Rajalis are not the strongest with their zone lineup. Yet to convert a point with the zone defense. Much stronger coming in person. I think Buddy's getting them to practice their zone, refine it a little bit. Apurva bringing the disc from disc mark. Rajalis is coming in with the all-female handler lineup. Interesting to see that happen. Riku with the disc mark. Apurva finds Bat. Bat finds Adi. Kishore managed to get broken. Kiran sends it to Bat for the score. Pool going up. Aaron getting under it. He's playing with Goldie, one of the owners. Goldie sends it to Tara. Bit of a flutter there. She drops the disc. Jagan picking it up for the Rajalis just outside the end zone. Round to George. George with an inside throw to Sagrika, bringing the score to 3-11. Pras and Dubai handling this time. Dubai with a throwaway to Riku. Rajalis pick it up. Kiran to AP. Kiran definitely made it tough for AP. AP finds Kiran through traffic. AP and George seem to have a little 1-2 going on. George to Kiran. Kiran throws it away when he could have landed it in Sankreka's hands. Scrappy play from both teams here. Pras with a super floaty swing. It's a turnover there. Rajalis pick it up and punish them. That's Kiran to Smita for 3-12. Isai trying to cheer his teammates. Handler chemistry is so important to get those numbers and scores on the board. Vikings clearly not there yet. Arul with a beautiful pull. Doc's underneath it. Doc to Rizwan. Rizwan back to Doc. Doc's able to find some of those gaps. Talib sends it deep to Ananya. I'd love to see her grab that, and she does. A clinical play there from the Vikings. It's 4-12. Talib to Ananya. Talib to Ananya. 4-12. Vikings is 4 and Rajalis is 12. The Vikings are probably asking themselves if they can do better than their first showing against the Rajalis, where they managed to score a sum total of 5 points. They are one short of that. Can they better their previous record? Rajalis trying and their all-female handler lineup. Got distracted here at the commentator's box. The previous score was Adi to Shruti. Scores 4-13. Aaron right through the cup to Kavya. Kavya finds Priya. Priya makes a poor throw to Ananya there, turning the disc over. Rajalis with the disc once again. Smita finds ASR. ASR sends it back to Bat. Bat finds Smita running deep, who gives it to ASR for the assist. Smita to ASR.
ASR. ऋषभ भाई किसी को वो करना है
Vikings bringing it back in on offense. We have Ashu, Rizwan, and Kishore. Kiran, I think, cramping. He calls an injury, steps out. Bat comes in for him. Talib's been one of those solid players for the Vikings. He sends it deep this time. Is he going to be able to find Riku? No, goes out.
Oh, that's a good bid from Dubai. தனியா இருக்கீங்க நான் வந்தேன் பார்த்துப்பீங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த பொண்ணுங்க பேர் தயவுசெய்து நேத்துல நன்றி. Sush to Jagan. Jagan with a huck, looking deep. Looks like, oh, what a grab. Oh, God. That was a good run. Sagrika, thank you. That was a good look as well. Looks like after the defeat against the Germans, clearly Rajalis is making the women work more with the passes. So I think it's part of their strategy going into the finals. Looks like they're clearly making the women score. Back on defense, Dubai throwing it to, oh, drop again. Rajalis on offense.
It's a pick called. It's Sush with the disc. Would love to see a huck, to be honest. George with the disc finds Sagarika. Sagarika back to bat. No, that AP. Sending it deep. I think Sagarika is going to bring it down this time, and unlucky. She's been a solid deep player for Rajalis. If only they could have better throws reaching her hands.
AP, நீங்க throwing set பண்ணணும்பா பீச்ல. அதை நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. சொல்லிட்டேன் உடனே throwing set. Throwing setனா எல்லாம் வந்துறாங்க.
Rizwan sending it deep to Riku, who misses it this time.
On top it's always one hand.
No, wherever it goes. And this could have been two hands.
No. Anything above your shoulder is always single hand.
Jagan calls timeout. the wrong spot, it can bump off or it comes and sits in your hand. யாருக்கெல்லாம் டைம் பாஸ் பண்ணுமோ இங்கே வந்து எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் கம்பெனி கொடுத்து கமெண்ட்ரி பண்ணி நன்றி. Vikings coming in with a zone look. That's a surprise look. Jagan with a smiling face gives it to Sush. Sush finds Dixon. George. AP ignoring Nitya. Alright, he doesn't. Hands it over to Nitya, who gives it to Jagan. Jagan asking the wing player to come in for the throw. So important, running in and towards the disc. She does that this time. George with the disc now. Gives it to Jagan. He wants to go for the crossfield throw to Sagrika, but he doesn't. He gives it to AP. Sagrika sprint. She's fantastic in the end zone. An unintended receiver, truly, if there were one. Sush catches it. AP, I think, indicating that he wanted to throw it to Sagrika, but Sush being the savior there. Kudos to Sagrika for really sweating her mark there. It's 4:15, and that's game to the Rajalis. We'll have Uncharted and Icebreakers up next. We'll take a break and come back to you soon.
அவனுக்கு கொஞ்சம் வெறியா இருக்கானுங்க, திருப்பி வரேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கானுங்க. லாஸ்ட் அவனுக்கு எங்களுக்கு ஒரு மேட்ச் அப்போ
Hola. என்னடா ஏதோ அமிச்சிரு என்ன அமிச்சியா யாரு என் போயிருக்க அட குண்டாமோன்
यार पानी पीना है यार बहुत क्रैम्प हो रहा हूँ मैं हाँ मेरा भी यही है भाई सब फील्ड छोड़ के जा रहे हैं पूरी टीम बैठ गई हाँ
But where will you go get chai is the question.
Somewhere outside. I think some lassi shop.
Correct. Lassi shop, no? But if you go out, there's one tiny, like a grocery store type which is keeping.
Don't listen to.
We just came from there. That's why I know. कुछ भी बोलता है.
Hey Jason. What up? Good morning.
Morning, Captain.
This is a nice jersey.
I'm learning all these new jersey designs. Good fun. So next time these guys pester me to design jerseys.
फुल इंटेंसिटी 50% नहीं था वो
50%
हैं? देख के लग रहा था पूरा इंटेंसिटी जा रहा है
All the best, boys.
ऐसा लग रहा है आपने पुराने ओनर के अगेंस्ट खेल के आपको
मैं कौन खेल रही हूँ?
तुम्हें कौन Our super talented commentator is here. Jashan. Another super talented.
अरे आपके पास शांतनु हार्ड ड्राइव वाला वायर है ना तो मेमोरी कार्ड खाली करना है अच्छा अरे नहीं है ऐसे नहीं है मैं अपना लैपटॉप लाया नहीं है और प्रॉब्लम क्या हुआ कॉपी कर रखी है सारी फोटोज
कुछ भी कर रहे थोड़ा बहुत तो
Come on, you can do this. Get into that zone.
You got the next game?
Kill.
Okay. But फिर not quite sure कि
Oh, don't say it.
और इससे पहले क्या सब कॉपी कर दिया मैंने कॉपी करके फॉर्मेट मारना भूल गया
Why the heck is this wet?
Ready, huh?
You're kidding me, man.
Hello and welcome back to Refex Bangalore Showcase. This is day 3 and our last day, and we've just had our first game amongst Bangalore Vikings and Rajalis, with Rajalis winning their 4th game of the tournament amongst the 5. They only lost one, almost definitely sealing themselves in the final. We'll only find out at 1 p.m. when all the league games are done. Saying that, I think that's the last we've seen from Bangalore Vikings. Just wanted to have a quick chat with both Jaideep and Goldie, who are perhaps the leadership of Bangalore Vikings, about their experience. So either one of you, maybe Jaideep, you can go first. We could talk about this game, but can we first talk about what the showcase meant for you guys? What do you think of this format, and how do you think it went?
Yeah, I think last time I came on here, I talked about the showcase. So yeah, I really like the concept and the idea, and it's a good opportunity for all these players to play high-level Ultimate again. Particularly, it is kind of like the off-season with COVID, so this provided that platform. It's really well organised, and it's really good to be here. I think the format is interesting because you don't get a chance to kind of redeem yourself after a few losses. Typically, we'd have like a cross-pool play or things like that. But I mean, there's only 6 teams, so you get to play every team at least. But yeah, for us, it was, like to play icebreakers again would be really nice because I think we can put up a better fight. It was our first game of the tournament. So we were still like gelling chemistry, not quite like warmed up yet. And we had a couple of universe points as well, right? So to play those again would be really good. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good format for the 6 teams. Now we've kind of just based on points and then see the, 3, 4 and 1 and 2. And 2 games a day is pretty good. We had like morning and evening, first and last matches of the day, so that was a bit tough because we'd finish late, not really have enough sleep, and then play the first game. But you can't really complain with just 2 games a day. I think there's enough of a break in between. So yeah, really quite liked it. It's really good.
Goldie, we haven't heard from you much about, we haven't heard from you yet. How would you like to summarize the tournament? I think that was your last game as the Vikings. Maybe another iteration of whatever Bangalore Showcase or whatever South League we have as off-season. Perhaps you'll be involved. But what do you think of your overall involvement, and how would you like to summarize your experience?
See, first of all, I want to congratulate all of you. The way you've organized the tournament, the idea that you've come up with, it is fantabulous. We have not seen something like this happening before this. So, everything is managed well, YouTube live telecast, and it was a brilliant opportunity for all the players to come up and show their talent here. So, congratulations for that. And as far as the tournament, we were involved in the tournament right from the beginning. Though the results were not in our favor, maybe small, takeaways as part of the game could be like working back on fundamentals, catches, throws, and adaptability. Because at this level, you will not get too much of time to adapt. So these are small things we can always go back and work as individuals. But overall, the tournament is just 10 on 10 for me. Excellent management. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you so much, Goldie. Thank you, Jaideep, as well. You both of you are quite involved, and I think I especially spoke to Jaideep about this when we came for the auction. It's like when we have people who have been involved in Indian Ultimate for a while, and especially in growing it, saying that we're doing decently and we're putting the right foot forward, I think that really encourages us to keep doing this. We still have to figure out formats and how to keep pushing forward. Like we've had the league. Now then we had a 2-day showcase with 4 teams, and now we had a 3-day showcase with 6 teams. So we don't know what we can do next. Another way of looking at it is we had 200 people register, but only 110 played. And Ultimate, as we all know, I've been telling my friends, is like, it's super, like our community is supposed to be and is primarily based on like inclusiveness, in the sense like accommodating people, because we want as many people as possible playing Ultimate. And I think we also have to kind of figure out is like, how do we keep it competitive to the auction, but also give people chance to be exposed to what the sport is, which is what we could do through the league, because we had a development players. It was a 6-week tournament, so we had more time. But yeah, we want to bring something like that to the South as well. And thank you guys so much for being involved. And I hope you guys stay the rest of the day.
Yes,
Definitely. Yeah, you do. But thank you both so much for being involved, and we'll see you next time at the showcase. Thank you, Goldie. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, guys. Next, we'll have the stars from Rising Rajalis. Excuse my Tamil if I'm going to be a little poor, but these 3 are ready to have some fun. Can I have the Rising Rajalis come on? So we have Jagan and Sanjay. First, Asa, Jagan knows what happened yesterday. Sanjay,
ஸோ இப்போ பரவாயில்ல, பெட்டராக இருக்குது. நேற்று கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப டிஸ்கம்ஃபர்ட்டாக இருந்துச்சு, பட் இப்போ கொஞ்சம் பரவாயில்ல.
கொஞ்சம் இப்போ இருக்கு. வலி எப்படி இருக்கு?
இல்லை, இப்போ வலி அந்த அளவுக்கு இல்லை. ஸோ ஐ கேன் ப்ளே.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டோர்னமெண்ட் பற்றி சொல்லுங்க. 4 மேட்சஸ் ஆல்ரெடி ஜெயிச்சிட்டால். ஐ திங்க் இப்போ ஃபைனல்ஸில் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் 1 PM கன்ஃபார்ம் ஆகிடும். So showcase பத்தி என்ன, what are your thoughts, what are your experience?
எல்லா டீமே வந்து செம ஸ்ட்ராங்காக இருக்குது. எந்த டீமே வந்து ஜட்ஜ் பண்ணவே முடியாது. எல்லா டீமே செம ஈக்குவலாக இருக்குது. செம இன்டென்ஸாகவும் போகுது எல்லா கேமும். ஃபைனல்ஸ் வந்து செம எக்ஸைட்டிங்காக இருக்குது ஆடுறதுக்கு.
ஸோ நான் முன்னாடி என்ன சொன்னேன், நீங்கள் நான் ஒன்று தான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு பிளே அண்டர் லைட்ஸ் ஃபைனல்ஸ்க்காக வெயிட் பண்ணேன்னு. ஸோ ஐ திங்க் யூ கைஸ் மைட் ஹவ் அச்சீவ் தட். பட் ஜென்ரலாக இது ஃபார்மேட் பற்றி வாட் ஆர் யுவர் தாட்ஸ்? இப்படி தான் மூவ் பண்ணோமா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் சீசன் அல்டிமேட் டோர்னமெண்ட் யூ கைஸ் ஹவ் பின் இன்வால்வ் இன். ஸோ ஜென்ரலாக எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்குது?
எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் படி பார்த்தா ரொம்ப நல்லா தான் இருக்குது. ஏன்னா ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி வந்து ஒரு ஹைலைட்ஸ் பண்ணி ஆடுறது போது இன்னும் கற்றுக்க நிறைய விஷயம் கற்றுக்கலாம். நிறைய நியூவாக பிளேயர்ஸ் கூட இன்வால்வ் பண்ணி ஆடும் போது நல்லா இருக்குது, ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாகவே இருக்குது.
அண்ட் தென் எல்லா கேமுமே வந்து லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ அது வந்து ரொம்ப புதுசாக இருக்குது. ஸோ முன்னாடிலாம் நாங்கள் ஜஸ்ட்டு விளையாடுவோம். பட் இது வந்து ஸ்டாட்ஸ் எடுக்கிறாங்க, லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் பண்ணுறாங்க. அது கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸைட்டடாக இருக்குது விளையாடுறதுக்கு.
ஸோ 5 மேட்ச்லேருந்து நீங்கள் 4 ஜெயிச்சிட்டாலு. இன்னைக்கு ஆக்சுவலாக மார்னிங் பார்த்தா கொஞ்சம் வார்ம் அப் மேட்ச் மாதிரி விளையாடுனீங்க. ஸோ இப்போது உனக்கு எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் என்ன? இப்படின்னா நீங்கள் டிட் யூ எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் யூ கைஸ் வில் பிளே ஸோ வெல்? ஈவன் லாஸ்ட் மேட்ச் தட் யூ கைஸ் லாஸ் லாஸ்ட் நைட், ஜகா கொஞ்சம் இன்ஜர் ஆகிட்டால் அண்ட் யூனிவர்ஸ் பாயிண்டில் தோட்டு தான் நீங்கள். ஸோ டிட் யூ எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் யுவர் டீம் டு பி திஸ் குட்?
ஸோ இந்த லாஸ்ட் கேமோட எங்களோட ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜியே அதுவாக தான் இருந்தது. ஸோ நிறைய ஹக்ஸ் பண்ணி ஸ்கோர் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி இருந்தது. ஸோ அதுதான் நாங்கள் வந்து ட்ரை பண்ணோம். ஸோ நாங்கள் வார்ம் அப்லேயே கூட நிறைய டீப் ஷாட்ஸ் எடுக்க ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். ஸோ அதுதான் நாங்கள் அந்த லாஸ்ட் கேமில் ஒர்க் பண்ணோம். அண்ட் தென் ஸோ லாஸ்ட் கேம் இன்னொரு 1 more கேம் விளையாட போகிறோம். 5 கேம் விளையாடிட்டோம், இன்னொரு 1 more கேம் விளையாட போகிறோம். ஸோ அதில் 1 கேம் அட் த டைம். ஸோ அதில் ஃபோக்கஸ் நிறைய பண்ணலான்னு இருக்கும்.
ஃபைனல்ஸில் போனால் who do you want to play against?
அன்சார்டட்.
ஏன்?
ஏன்னா வந்து அந்த டீம் வந்து நாங்கள் பார்க்கும்போது செம ஒரு ஜெல்லா ஒரு கிளப் டீம் மாதிரி ஆடுறாங்க. பார்க்கும்போதே வந்து டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பிளேஸ்ல தான் வராங்க. பட் ஆனால் வந்து செம கோஆர்டினேஷனாக செம கெமிஸ்ட்ரியாக இருக்குது. அதனால வந்து அன்சார்டட்.
ஆமாம், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச்லேருந்து அவருக்கு ஃப்ளோ ஆஃபென்சிவ், எஸ்பெஷலி ஆஃபென்சிவ் ஃப்ளோ பார்த்தா ரொம்ப அண்டர் கட்ஸ் ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக வருது. ஸ்விங் கூட டம் கூட ஈஸியாக ஆகிட்டுருக்கு. ஸோ ஐ திங்க் எல்லாருக்காக ஐ மீன் எவ்ரி ஒன் நியூ ரைசிங் ரஜாலிஸில் 4-5 ஸ்டார் பிளேயர்ஸ் இருக்கால். யூ கைஸ் have played together. ஏன்னா அன்சார்ட்டட்ல அது எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் wasn't there, but they have surpassed that. Any predictions for finals?
ப்ரெடிக்ஷன்ஸ் எதுவும் தெரியல. அந்த கேம் வந்து யார் வந்து பெஸ்ட்டாக ப்ளே பண்ணுறாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு தான் சான்ஸ்.
Okay, நான் ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் கொஸ்டின் கேட்குறேன். Which is one player who has surprised you so far?
The tournament. Surprised. I think Anna. ஸோ அவங்களோட கேம் வந்து சூப்பராக இருக்குது. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து பயங்கரமாக ரீசெட் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அவங்ககிட்டேருந்து வந்து சேஃப்டி பாசஸ் மட்டும்தான் போகுது. ஸோ அவங்க ரொம்ப சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க.
அந்த டீமில் வந்து தீபிகா. ஏன்னா வந்து அவங்க 2 பேருமே வந்து செம மூவ் பண்ணி ஆடுறாங்க. ஒரு ஆள் தான் மேல் பிளேயருக்கு ஸ்டக் ஆகும் போதெல்லாம் இவங்க 2 பேருமே ஆனாவும் சரி தீபிகாவும் சரி 2 பேர் ஃபில் பண்ணி ஆடுறாங்க.
ஆமாம், அன்சார்ட்டட்ல ஒரு ஸ்டார் ஹேண்ட்லர் இருக்கா ஆனா மாதிரி, ஒரு ஸ்டார் ரிசீவர் இருக்கா தீபிகா. ஸோ நான் ஐ ஹவன்ட் சீன் ஈதர் ஆஃப் தெம் பிளே பிஃபோர். அண்ட் நான் ரொம்ப சர்ப்ரைஸ் ஆகலை, நான் இம்ப்ரெஸ் ஆகிட்டேன். இப்படி டேலண்ட் இருக்குது. அண்ட் தேர் போத் வெரி யங். அன்சார்ட்டட்ல ஆஃபென்சிவ் ஹேண்ட்லர் பேக்ஃபீல்ட் பார்த்தா ஹர்ஷ் அண்ட் ஆனா ஆவரேஜஸ் ஒரு 17 தான் வருது. ஸோ இட்ஸ் வெரி குட் டு see that. Besides that, I have no more questions. Thank you guys for being involved and best of luck for finals. Thank you, Sanjay. So that is me from the 3rd day of Bangalore showcase. We have icebreakers coming up now, playing Uncharted. Thank you and stay tuned in.